Welcome back to the channel. Dillon here today, and currently I am actually in the process of moving, as you can see from the box, and then I took some of the artwork off of my wall as well. But yeah, today I'm going to be going over my favorite free VSTs. I've been playing around with a bunch of different free VSTs over the past few months, and so I decided to make another list, as I made a list previously. So there's going to be some overlap as well as some new VSTs that you guys should definitely check out. And in addition to that, I'm gonna show you a beat I made using these free VSTs, just to show you guys that you can actually use these VSTs and they're not just some random things that I put together and you can't actually make a beat to, like probably a lot of videos you guys have seen on YouTube. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. And I'll also give you guys an update on the beat sales, because I got some news. It might be big, might be small, might be nothing, but you know, you're just gonna have to wait and see. Alright, so the first free VST that you guys can use is Labs by Spitfire. And on their website, they have tons of different sounds: pianos, strings, choir, electronic piano, synth pads, frozen strings, etc. And they're all free to use. For my beat, I ended up just using this soft piano, which is really good. The only downside is there's not tons of different effects you can throw on it, so you will have to use other VSTs to do that, which I am going to show you a few good ones that you could throw on. But overall, it sounds pretty good, and here's just what I have laid down so far, just some basic chords. And I'm just going to play it and kind of play with some of the effects so you can see what they do. So right here, this is like a reverb, and this kind of just makes the keys sound a bit more like intense, or like they were pressed down a bit harder. So and then that one's just volume. And there's a few other things you can do up here, but not tons of different options to use, but the instruments themselves sound really good, so you don't really need to do much. The sound that I use from Labs is just this guitar sound right here. As I mentioned, there's tons of different sounds they have on their website, and they're all pretty good, to be honest. So here's what the guitar sounds like. This is what the MIDI looks like. Now, if you want some other guitar sounds, another great VST, which I actually didn't use in this beat, is right here. And this is called Ample Guitar Into Light. This is also a free one. There's a lot of different things you can do with this one in terms of effects. You can add stroke noise, so it sounds like somebody's actually stroking the guitar. You can increase the width of the guitar, so it sounds a bit wider. There's also a bunch of FX settings, so you can add a chorus, phaser, delay, reverb, etc. There's just a lot you can do with this one, so you just kind of play around with it. But here's how this sounds with the chords. I don't think those chords sound the best, to be honest, but a lot you can do with this, and I'm sure you can make it sound a lot better, but I'm not going to. So the next free VST that I have is called Vital, and compared to the other VSTs that I just showed you, this one has way more options. If you just watch some tutorials on the internet, I'm sure you can find a way to make really any sound you want. Presets are pretty good, depending on what you're looking for. Video keeps getting darker because the sun is setting outside right now, so let me just turn this up. Turn this on. It's crazy Friday night. There we go. That's better. So yeah, Vital has 75 different presets that you can use. You can pick a preset and then go in and modify it. So let me just play the preset I have already, which is the Distant Majestic Lead. I'll play with everything else. So yeah, even though it's only 75 presets, if you literally just change this right here, that's like a lot of different sounds. Now, in addition to these VSTs, I also have some cool effects that you can use. So if you want to change up really any of the sounds, one thing that I think is a really good sound is Valhalla Supermassive. This is a free plugin. I use Valhalla Vintage Reverb. It's one of my favorite plugins as well, and this one's actually free, and you can use it as a reverb effect. Pretty much all you have to do is just turn this warp thing all the way up, or just kind of play around with it. So here's how it sounds without that, just on the piano. And then you can play with the modes as well to give it a totally different sound. Cut out some lows. Got some highs, mix it with feedback. Tons of stuff you can do with this one, and it's free. It's very useful. I'm using it on a lot of my beats lately. Another cool free VST that you can use is OTT, and let me just throw it on this lead to show you guys the difference it can make. Basically what this does is it just pushes the sound together, and let me just show you how it sounds, because I feel like that's the best way to explain something, is to show you how it sounds. I could say it does X, Y, and Z, but if it sounds bad, then why would you use that? Alright, so now let's hear how it sounds with some drums from my drum kit that's dropping soon. Probably my favorite sound, one of my favorite sounds in the drum kit is this. It's the big Draco 808.
Draco.
Yeah, if you're interested in it, it's gonna be only sounds that you can actually use. I'm not gonna just fill it up with 40 different sounds that nobody ever uses, with those hi-hats that just sound like the 808s, where it just sounds like a deflated tire, and you're like, gonna be just all good sounds that you can use in all of your beats, not recycled, original, all custom made by me. In the description, there's gonna be a link. You can sign up, and I will send you guys a fat discount. I'm talking like. So if you're interested in that, link in the description. If not, then go fuck yourself. But yeah, those are the free VSTs, guys. Hopefully you guys can test those out and let me know what you think. It's really however you want to use them. You can make the most of them. There's tons of different settings you can use, and I'm sure there's other free VSTs. If you know of any, feel free to leave them in the description, as I would love to check them out, because, I like to not spend money when I don't have to, so, I'm cheap. But yeah, back to the beat selling, as I like to give you guys an update every week on how it's going. As some of you guys may know, I'm back in the beat selling business, and right now it's looking pretty promising, I'm not gonna lie. Because I've had multiple people hit me up about 2 of the beats that I just dropped. I've gotten a lot of downloads. I got like 5 downloads today onto the promotions I'm running, and yeah, we're headed in the right direction. Still no sale as of this moment, but I'm like 99% sure that I should have a sale by my next video. I know in my last video I thought I was going to have one as well. However, I messed up on a few things. Like, I'm starting to do email marketing, and I just didn't have the emails turned on, so the messages that I was sending to people just weren't actually getting to them, and I didn't realize that until like an hour before I shot this video. So that might be a small issue, and I will keep you guys updated. But thank you for watching today's video. The next video you see me in, I will probably not be in this location, so. Oh, you're gonna miss the studio? Here, let me show you what it looks like. It's really not that, it's amazing. My desk is in the middle of the room, just because, and man, this lighting makes me look really red. I'm actually not red. If I go over here, I'm orange. So I'm not red, guys, I'm orange. But yeah, it's been real. yeah, we're gonna make the new studio tight though, and we're gonna get back to the more vloggy style videos. It's just, I haven't had a lot of time. Let's take a bit of time. But yeah, sorry to ramble, guys. Thanks for watching once again. Leave a thumbs up if you can. Subscribe if you can as well if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you soon. Peace.